My name is Stuart Chase. I'm the president and CEO of HistoryMiami. It was a seamless transition to become president. I've had museum leadership roles for many years, for probably over 30 years. And it was a smooth transition. Part of it is because I have a terrific museum director now that reports with me, George Zemanillo, who had been my deputy director. And George is in charge of all the museum programming and activities. And he's been here at the institution for some time and has a very good understanding of the program. So he took it and went with it from there. And so it was really a seamless transition. We want to continue to improve our exhibition program. I'd like to get farther and farther out with our planning and scheduling of those programs. We have about 2 to 3 years currently. We'd like to get farther out. We have very strong education programs and public programs. I want to make sure that we continue to have a solid foundation there. And like all institutions, we need to further develop our advancement department so that we engage with people to get their support, both their verbal support and their monetary support, because when people speak positively about institutions, it's part of the whole advancement program. Miami has the most intriguing history. It's endless, the stories. Even though many think its history is short, it's actually not short. It goes back thousands and thousands of years to human civilization here. But in the 100+ years of its history as an organized community, endlessly great stories that we can tell. And we are at the crossroads of America, so we have endless stories that we can share with people. And that, in fact, is our job here at HistoryMiami, is to tell the stories of Miami. I'll share one. We do a series of forums that we do around the county and the region, working with Miami-Dade Public Library. And we do special themes. We've done one on the Bay of Pigs and one on civil rights, and we're planning another one on the Haitian Revolution. There were some stories that I learned in the preparations for, and they came out in the forums, in the public, dealing with African Americans who have a really interesting history here in Miami. And there's one story that a person told that was really moving and touching to me, and it represents the good, the bad, and the ugly, but it's our story, and that's what we're here to do. And it was about the fact that as a young woman, she would go to department stores with her mother, and they were not allowed to try on clothes in the dressing rooms. But her mother always made the excuse that it was, it wouldn't be good to do that. Let's just take the things home and try them on at home. Moving forward quickly, to this day, she does not try on clothing in department stores. She will purchase the clothing, take it home, try it on at home, and then bring it back. We are the history saver, so we are relied upon as to be the history museum that preserves and saves the histories and stories of South Florida, in particular Miami. And that's an important role that we take quite seriously. We have the most astounding exhibition right now, and I really encourage everyone to come and see this exhibition. It's called The Complete Audubon, John James Audubon's Birds of America. We happen to have a special elephant folio size edition, the first edition of Audubon's prints of Birds of America. No one has ever installed all 435 images at once until we have here at HistoryMiami. So that is on view through the end of May to May 31st, but it's an astounding installation, and no one has ever seen all of them at once, and it's probably the only opportunity you ever will, because it takes a lot of real estate to show these prints, and the installation is, I'll be honest, rather mind-blowing and really terrific. The staff have done a fabulous job. We have our annual meeting. And we have Dr. Paul George. Many people know Dr. George. He's a part of our city tours program. We offer city tours on foot, on water, on bike. We don't do planes yet, but we do all kinds of tours of various communities within the region to tell them about the history of the community. And Dr. George is an expert leader at leading tours. He has done a really creative history of Miami, HistoryMiami and the organization, so he'll cover the 75 years in a very brief introduction and a history reviewing all of our aspects of our organization. And then we're doing something else really special. We're recognizing the Teacher of the Year from Miami-Dade County School District. He happens to teach history. So he's going to come and speak to us briefly about what it's like to teach history in public schools today in Miami. So that's another aspect that we're adding to the program. And we're opening up a new exhibition called the Whitman Family Gallery, which is about innovations and creative businesses that the family's been involved with in South Florida for many years, since the 19-teens and 20s. Motorboats, surfboards, underwater photography cameras, film. It's a real display of the strengths of their family's history and the sort of innovation and creativity they have and that they've shared with the world. And they have given their collection to HistoryMiami, and we'll be introducing a brand new exhibition on that day. I need them to know about us.
Okay.
We are 75 years old, and we tell your story. We tell the stories of Miami. We collect and preserve those stories, and we have really dynamic exhibitions. So right now we have the Audubon exhibition. We have a folklife gallery. We have an exhibition called History in Ourselves. It's a huge selection of objects from our collection that are extremely diverse and fun and entertaining and intriguing. And we do special exhibitions in a community gallery. And then we have the exhibitions here. The Whitman Family Gallery is about to open. Tropical Dreams is on the 3rd floor here, which traces the history of all South Florida. The new message is that we're building history here, and we have so many more new programs and exhibitions on view. So if you came here during the 4th grade on a tour, we encourage you to come back again, because you'll be really impressed and blown away by the new opportunities for exhibitions and programs that we have here at History Miami. There's one other opportunity. The 2nd Saturday of every month is free.
Okay.
So every 2nd Saturday, we have a family fun day from 10 till 5, and admission is completely free, full of activities. You can see information on our website, historymiami.org. But it's a great way to explore the museum and get reinvigorated by History Miami.